if you're new here, my name is Louise and it is the haul again. My channel is a haul every Saturday. Let's get it out there. My channel is a haul every Saturday. I do videos in between depending on what's going on at the time in my life. I do have a little bit of a backlog of things I need to get edited, but you're getting a video out in between, but there's no schedule for that. It just goes up when it gets up. That's as good as you're getting from me. The only one I'm guaranteeing is the haul. I'm clearly somebody that talks a lot when the camera comes on. I do have fibro as well. I do like to get out there because there's a lot of times when things come out my mouth and they completely bypass my brain and I don't even know where it came from sometimes. If I do catch it in editing, I'll put it up somewhere. Doesn't always happen again. What else? If you enjoyed today's video, there's a like, there's a comment section. Subscribe if you fancy seeing more, and click the notification bell if you do, because you'll be notified when the midweek one will come up, whenever that is, because like I said, I'm not scheduling it. So I'm trying to do this really well. Last week it took me like 6 attempts just to get this far. We're on the second one, so it's not so bad. So my weekly haul is the budget is £60. For me and my adult son, we hit 50. I didn't put the whole lot on. 52.44 is what we spent. I was literally adding 25p to it. How sad is that? 52.44 is what we spent this week. Most of the time now I sort of go Iceland first. I go straight from from work with my 4-wheel trolley, and I usually go in Iceland and then I go into Asda. I did go in Iceland and I just looked around and thought, I don't really want any of it, so I didn't pick any of it up. I did pick up one item, but you want to see that's at the end, and that's only because it was really cheap and it was something new, so what to me. So I thought we'd try it. What else? So budget. I'll give you prices as we go along. I'll give you explanations of things if I had like an idea why I was buying at the time. Sometimes I have meal ideas at the time. Doesn't mean that's what I will make later on in the week, because you know I don't really have that many particular fancies when it comes to eating. I will normally, okay, it's dinner time, I'm going to go out and I don't know, I might say, oh, I fancy a baked potato, I'll come out here and I'll end up making something on toast. So it's like, that's the way it goes. So even if I do have a meal idea, doesn't mean it's going to happen. Just keep my fingers crossed, and I still have the ingredients for other things anyways, it's not a big deal. So yeah, give you prices as we go along, the explanation. If you add it up, you will come to a different total, because I do donate 3 items to the food bank every week, and it's 3 sanitary products of different absorbencies, and I always leave it at the store because if I bring it home it's just going to sit around the house. It just reminded me, I've got dead batteries I've got to take into town. See, it'll be just an added thing, so I don't do it. How random that pops into my brain right now. I think that's everything. If there's anything I've forgotten, any questions you got, comment section, and yeah, let's go on the haul. Try and start with fresh most of the time. I'm always saying, you know, if I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it, so sometimes there'll be hardly anything here, because a lot of things actually do last really well. Didn't pick any lettuce up. I do like a lot of salad. Didn't pick lettuce up because I've got enough left. I'm not really into lettuce too much, so I think it'll do me a week, so there's none here. Okay, potatoes. Now these are the baking potatoes. A couple of them are okay. Some of them maybe not so much. I did pay more for these because the other packet was really bad. I mean, that probably would have been the largest one in the other packet. They were awful, as in they were all very, very small, like ridiculous small. And I'm thinking of making mashed potato, mashed potato to go with, what am I going to make? What are they called? Shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie. I'm going to make some shepherd's pie for Corey. I bought the mince the other week he asked for, and it's not been used, so I thought I could maybe make him some, you know, little ready meals. I've got the containers, and he hasn't had shepherd's pie for ages, so I actually picked these up for that. So having the small potatoes, I just wasn't going to deal with it. Paid £1, I think it was £1.70 for these. I think the other one's just over £1, so I am paying a chunk more, but just for the ease of not having more potatoes to peel, I guess. And I picked up some sweet potatoes. Now these are huge. They're really big. A lot of the time you'll get the sweet potatoes and they're quite small. These are really, really decent size, and this lot was only 99p. I am not a fan of sweet potato, but I honestly haven't had it for a long time because I've never really liked it. So I'll probably try a little bit, because, you know, taste buds change quite regularly, but I do know Corey likes sweet potatoes, so I was thinking maybe combining the potatoes just to make a different type of topping. Plus I know that sweet potatoes are like super good for you, so not the potatoes are bad for you, but 99p is really good as well. So I just thought I'll just change things up and make it a little bit, you know, a little bit of a twist to it. I got carrots to go in the pie. Corey does prefer fresh carrots. It's a texture thing. I prefer tin carrots. Texture, purely texture, but he prefers these. They're actually not an awful lot of money buying them this way either. 80, no, is that 89? No, cucumber, I'm looking at cucumber. Carrots, 40p. 40p for that is actually really good, because the tinned ones are way more expensive and you don't get half as much in it. So yeah, I'm going to probably dice them up into little cubes or something like that. This is the plan. This is what's in my mind right now. Whether it happens, we will see. Salad tomatoes again, because the tomato selection's just really not good at the moment. A lot of them are very underripe, or they're just very soggy. This was the only one that was, they're not too bad, and the textures, they're pretty firm. I am eating a lot of tomatoes, which really isn't anything unusual. 95p for that. You know, I really do prefer to get the small ones at the moment, but I'm just not paying it if I know they're not going to last. Picked up mushrooms, that's what I'd forgotten to get, don't know why. I've been having these in like omelettes at the moment, thoroughly enjoying them. These are 90, oh, I'm thinking they're 95 now. I'm sure they were 91 last week. Yes, 95p. I'm sure they were 91 the other week. I do pay a bit more for the mushrooms. I could get like a large packet for 80p, but I just prefer these ones, so I'm just going to go with it. And I'm the only one who's going to eat them because Corey won't eat mushrooms. Did get peaches because I haven't got any fruit, and I really could have done with some this week. Now, I'm really not remembering anything. 99p. I need to put my glasses on. 99p for these. They are actually starting to soften. They were rock solid yesterday. Starting to soften already. 4 decent sized ones. Just couldn't really decide. I knew I wanted fruit, but couldn't decide what. So, you know, good price, and I just went with it. Cucumber, as you know, I do like cucumber. 89p for this. Haven't finished my last one from last week, and purely because I didn't realise I was so low on white wine vinegar, and I only had enough to do half of a cucumber, so I just didn't go near the rest. I just love it in the white wine vinegar with the garlic salt. It's just so nice. I had no interest in cucumber without, so I'm going to have a good chunk of cucumber this week, so I'm super excited because obviously I did get the white wine vinegar. Picked up a brown sauce because I'm nearly out, and for some reason I do try to keep like a backup of most things, just so there's always that stock. For some reason I keep forgetting to get the backup, so even though I'm about to run out, I've just bought one, so I still don't have a backup. I can't see it. Brown sauce, 90p for that one. I do get the cheap cheerful one because I actually really like this one, so yeah, it has like that nice vinegary taste, which I enjoy, so I just got that. I got 2 tins of spaghetti loops. I don't know if I need 2 tins. I don't think we've eaten any this week. The memories, you know, are very up and down. Sometimes I remember things, sometimes I don't. These are actually 19p, and they're really good. I know, you know, if you are new here, yes, I do buy a lot of budget brand items, but it's because I genuinely like them. If I didn't, I would get the more expensive ones. But these are actually very nice. I got this white wine vinegar. I'm actually... Does anybody know where I can get a big quantity of white wine vinegar for a low price? Because this is, what, 350 mils. This will probably do me maybe, I don't know, somewhere 3 to 5, I'm guessing, because I'm trying to think how I'd pour it out into my jar. 3 to 5 times I'm going to use it before it's out. I think I can get a slightly large one in Aldi, but I don't go there that often, and I completely forgot to get it last time. So, yeah, if anybody knows where you can get like a really large one for a couple of quid, please let me know down below. Where are we? I feel like this is £1.40 something-ish. Vinegar. £1.40. Ooh, got that one right. £1.40 for this one. I just prefer the white wine vinegar for the cucumber. The red wine vinegar works lovely. It's just a slightly mellower taste, and I like that sharpness to this one, so that's what I'm going with. I picked a margarine. I have been using it. I try not to. Have it cut back again this week. 209 for this one. I do pay a little bit more now because We had a thing where I had to melt some margarine before and it just did not melt, and it's just put me off now. We know there's artificial rubbish stuff in everything, but I did look at this one and it's not as bad as the other ones. It's not good, but it's not as bad. And this is sort of like a knockoff of the Lurpak, and I like it, so we're just going with that. Picked up some more eggs, only 6 because I think I've only used 4 this week anyway, so I still got a couple. I think it will do me. Corey won't eat the eggs particularly, unless we're specifically doing like a fry up on something, but because of mine and Corey's schedules, we don't really tend to plan meals too often together. If we can, we do, but it doesn't really happen with our schedules that much. These are £1.60. Wanting to say £1.60. I'm really not confident. Ooh, £1.60, I got it right. So £1.60 for 6 eggs. I picked up a tomato puree. We was talking about the cottage pie or shepherd's pie. I can't think which one it is. I can't think what the meat is I've got in there. And Corey was saying about maybe putting tomato puree in with the gravy sauce to make it like a bit of a tomatoey tang and thicken it in a different way or something. He had no idea. I don't mind doing it because I'm the one who wanted to cook it. 65p. Don't know if I need it, but I just couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've used it, so I just thought it's better to get it anyway. And this thing's going to stay sealed and last for ages, so even if I've got it, we're good. I found these. Oh, that just reminds me. I didn't get any soft cheese. That's a shame. I found these £1. These were in an ethics section, and they were actually right behind the stand thing that holds the building up. I can't think what it's called. It's in the store. So it's only like pure luck that I even saw it. £1 for these. And I think they're going to be about that big, crunchy, like a cracker, but garlic ones. I was intrigued. I was thinking with a little bit of cream, like soft cheese, cream cheese, something like that. But I don't have any now. So yeah, they might just sit there for now. But they look good anyway. Where are we? Jammy Dodgers. I've been buying those little packets the other week. We've still got a few left, but actually I thought, oh, could do with that. Some of the slightly larger ones. And these are 60p a packet. Found my coffee. I only picked up 2. I'm thinking I should have picked up more now. This is my like treat coffee. As you said, there was no milk there because we didn't need it, and still don't need the actual coffee because apparently I was stocking, so I've got so many of them. But these are my treat coffees. These are I take one of these to work. It gets me through my shift. You know, I literally, I don't know anybody that can drink coffee as slowly as I can. Yeah, so 90p for 10 sachets though. They do have these in a lot of other stores, but you do really need to look out for them. Even the larger ones. I think I saw a 16 pack for £1.99. Not so good a deal. So you do need to look out for them. Yeah, so that's just my treat coffee. I had to go back for the Orange Crush as well because I completely forgot about getting myself some fizzy and I really fancied it. So I don't know where my brain was when I went shopping. So I did go back, like I said, the following morning. Anyway, 80p for the Orange Crush, and I'm just really enjoying it. There should be a Coke here, a bottle of Coke, £2.39, but Corey's already taken it up because, like I said, I did shop yesterday. And when I'd asked him to send me a shopping list of things he wanted, he had put Rubicon, the large bottle if you can find it, in mango. So I thought it was this. And later on he said, no, I thought there would be confusion. Because that's all he put. He was talking about Rubicon the juice that you mix with water, which Corey doesn't normally drink. So I did check that when I went back the following day, and no, they don't. But he will drink it anyway, and this was £1.85. So I was like super excited that I'd found it and it was the wrong one. But hey. Just basic loaf of bread, 75p. I did want smaller slices, but the selection in Asda are just not so good, and they're way more expensive, and I don't know. I can't explain it right now why numbers I'm happy with some numbers on some things and not happy with others. I'm not even not questioning it, just go with it. So I just picked up the large white loaf for 75p. Got the charged drinks. These are Corey's instead of a coffee. He doesn't take a coffee, he takes energy drink. I've done it again, haven't I? I literally said last week I should get 2 of these and stop getting the singles, but I did it. Anyway, I don't think it works out much difference. So it's £3.30 for the 8-pack and then 42p for the singles. So that will do him for the week. Now, there are a lot of pizzas here. So he said pizza and he said meat feast. I had gone round the store I'd seen these first. This is the fresh section. I never buy the fresh ones, and I didn't think it looked that great. I mean, he does. I didn't. So I thought I'd just get in the frozen section. They don't have meat feast in the frozen section right now. I don't know. So I did actually go back and get this at the very last minute. So this is actually the fresh section. It's £2. Don't know if it's going to be any good. And it's deep pan. Most of the time, the meat feasts we find, when we do find them, are thin crust. So yeah, I don't know what that one's going to be like. I'll talk about the rest of the pizza in a minute. No, let's do the pizza now, otherwise I forget. I picked up this one, £1.11. This is the pepperoni deep pan. It's just really, really nice, and I just wanted to stock up on some pizzas. And then, because I told you I went back this today because I'd forgotten the fizzy and the mushrooms, Corey actually has tried the Decampo, and he really liked it, and he had said if they come up and they're reduced or anything, because they can get quite pricey, he's interested in trying other ones. This was actually £1.50, and I think it was £3.30 the other day. So I just picked that up today, forgetting that I'd actually bought 2 pizzas already, because I wasn't thinking that much into it. And they only had the margarita, so I don't know what it's going to come out like. But he has tried a Decampo. I think it was a lasagna one, and he liked it. So just so you know. Chicken chunks and chicken nuggets or strips or whatever was not on his list, but so you know we bought these. I've never bought this size packet, so if you're new to these, they do these in a number of different size packets. I would normally get the it's been a while now, I can't remember, it's something like 1.125 or 75 or something like that, 1.2 I think, for £5.50. That's the best value for your money. But they had this 800-gram chicken chunks. I've never bought chicken chunks, it's just battered, but these are down to £3 at the moment, and it's it's an 800-gram. So for the £6 that I've been paying for his chicken strips, which would cost £6, I'm getting 1.6. So I just picked up another one, just to have it in the freezer. I'm going to actually look at my freezers. I've got an outside one. I need to start rearranging everything. Yeah, so that works out actually really, really good value. So when I go shopping on a Thursday, like I said, it goes in my 4-wheel trolley, and I take the freezer food and the fridge food out, and I put them away, and I always have my receipt, and I check everything is out that I bought, so I can do my haul the following day if I can't get it done that day. And I'd completely forgotten, left this in the trolley. I've refrozen it. I'm assuming it's going to be fine to eat, just because it's just pastry and beans, isn't it? But it had been sitting in the trolley that way. So now there is a solid lump of 4 pastries about there. It stops. So there's 4 pastries all squashed together, and there's nothing. This is empty. That's going to be interesting. So it might be just one big pie. He'd asked for cheese and bean bake, which I don't think Corey's ever asked for a cheese and bean, so that threw me. And it's been a while. I feel like £1.19. Where would it be? Bake. £1.10 for 4. Except we're having one, obviously, because this is the sort of thing that I do. 24 crisps. We do not need them. I told you last week we don't. And I looked at them and thought, no, Corey said we don't need them, and I still picked them up. Again, sometimes I just don't question my brain anymore. Just go with it. £3.60 for 24 bags. 6 prawn cocktail, 6 cheese and onion, 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. Oh, these. So these are the soap pads. I haven't looked at them. I'm assuming they're the right ones. I think the ones that should have their little metal. Is it like a metal stuff? Anyway, £1.15 for 10. And I remember the other day doing something, but I can't remember what I was doing. But I remember the thought, oh, I haven't got any soap pads. I need to get some of those. I just don't know what the job was. So I just thought, well, I'll get them, and maybe I'll remember what the job is. I mean, it's a cleaning product. It don't matter. This was not on the list. So I like it in the Shades Balm. In the winter, even though I am literally sucking every moment out of the sun I can, because I'm really, really not looking forward to winter this year. I always get the balm ones because everybody gets colds in the winter, don't they? Plus, my therapy every week, I do like to make sure I got a packet of tissues. These have been, for the longest time, 3.50, 3 or 3.50. I can't remember exactly because it has been a while since I need to buy them, because I always stock up. And this is the 2-pack, but they were 2.70 and they didn't have the ticket like that's a reduced price. So even if it was only 3 before, I'm still saving 30p on the price I would originally have paid. So I thought I'd pick some up whilst they're a few pennies cheaper, because I know I'm going to be stocking up on them anyway. I got a Domestos Zero Lime Scale. If you've not used this stuff, it is the most amazing stuff. You can literally pour the tiniest bit, it comes out green and it turns blue when it hits the lime scale, and you know it's activating. You can literally see it activating, like you can see it working on the lime scale. It bubbles and fizzes, and you can literally wipe it off. It is the most amazing stuff. It's pricey normally. I used to buy it when it was on the deal for £1, and I've been lasting, like really lasting it out. £2 was today. It was the best deal I've seen for a long time, so I just picked one up. But it's so good, I very rarely need to use it. You know, bit of bleach or just using your toilet brush gets a lot of stuff off your toilet. You don't always need products. But occasionally I do like to do a really good blitz it everything down. 1 squirt of this under the toilet bowl, let it go down into the water, put your toilet brush in the water to mix it around to change the colour of it. Then you know it's doing its job. Leave it overnight and literally spotless, clean, sparkling toilet the next day. But this is really good as well because I am in a hard water area, so there's certain like drips on the taps upstairs. There's a bit that it always drips onto the side of the sink, so it does build up the lime scale on that. Tiny bit of that on there with a bit of with a toothbrush just to push it around. Done. Really love it. Cannot big that one up enough. Chips, just because we always get these chips now. These are the best chips you can get. They're just so light and fluffy and oh, yummy. £2.45 for those. And like I said, there was nothing I wanted in Iceland. I was about to walk out and I just saw this on the shelf. 25p. It says it was 50. I don't believe that. This is actually Sarson's. It's just underneath here, which is the brand for vinegar normally. So it says it's a zingy garlic dip and drizzle, and I did read it and it was saying you pretty much put it on anything like chips and what is it, perfect for adding a squeeze of flavour to chips, chicken, even a salad, wherever you want a little tang. Made with Sarson's craft brewed vinegar, so I know I'm going to like it. Skillfully brewed and matured in wooden vats. I haven't got my glasses on since 1794. That wasn't bad for no glasses. I'm hoping Corey will give it a go. If he doesn't, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I just thought it sounded nice for 25p. A little bit of a different taste to things. Yeah, just thought I'd give it a go. So I hope you enjoyed this week's haul. You know, prices are interesting sometimes. A couple of little ideas. I've messed up a couple of things as well, but that's life. That's literally, I expect no different from myself at this point. So what else? I have one more video to put up from the holiday. The last part of the holiday. I haven't started editing it, so I don't know what that one's going to be like. What else? Live tomorrow morning, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time if you're interested. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It'd be really nice to see you tomorrow morning if you want to pop on and have a chat. It's usually pretty good live, I have to say. Not bigging myself up, but I have so many lovely subscribers. Like, you're all so amazing. You pop in, we have a really nice chat, we ignore all the trolls and we get them out, and it's just really nice. So if you need a bit of company, you just want to have a chat, I will be there tomorrow at 7 AM. Just thinking, am I getting up at 7 tomorrow? No, it's Saturday for me. That's it. I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.